There was a time in Romania, oh my gosh, in Romania we rode Transfăgărășan, which is one of the famous highways that people love to ride. It's an amazing road, but the time that we were riding it, it happened to snow overnight. There was a huge dumping of snow on this mountain, and we're like, ooh, okay, let's give it a go, see how we go. And it was all fine until we got towards the top of the mountain, and then there was sort of snow on the road, there was slush on the road, there was ice on the road. And when something like that happens, I say to Alan, this is not fun, but it will make a good story when we get home. So there's always a silver lining when things don't go to plan. Hey adventurer, I'm Bridget Hallam from Throw Your Leg Over, and today we're talking about something really important, and that is mindset and developing your adventure mindset. This is all about what's going on in between your ears. And by the end of this episode, you will have a way of approaching adventures that maybe feel a bit big and maybe a little bit scary. And also you'll know how to respond calmly and confidently when things don't go according to plan. So let's start with what an adventure mindset is not. It is not about doing super extreme adventures. It is not about having amazing writing skills. What it is a way of thinking, a way of approaching something that's a bit challenging. It's a way of dealing with things that maybe you're not expecting. And for me, I think this is more than about riding and adventures. I think this is also how I personally like to approach life in general. Because we don't feel ready. I reckon sometimes we don't feel ready. I think we feel ready for things, new things, different things, things that we've never done before. I think we feel ready for them rarely, like hardly ever. But we know we've got to do them, or we want to do them. So we've got to balance that feeling of not being ready but needing to do it. Because otherwise, if we wait to feel ready, we're just kind of stuck in limbo. And it's not until we do the thing that we develop the confidence to do the thing. We've got to have the discomfort. We've got to have the nerves, the anxiety, when we're not sure of our skills or what we're doing, when it's all very new and we might do it or we might fail to do it. That's all really new for us, and we've got to kind of sit in those uncomfortable feelings for a little bit until we start getting the hang of it, until our confidence starts to grow. And we've also got to learn to discern between those kind of uncomfortable feelings, which we will get through as we do the adventures or the life things. We need to discern between them, that uncomfortable feeling or uncomfortable feelings, and when there is genuine actual risk and danger. And that's something that the more we practice that, the better we get at it. What we do need to let go of is perfection, perfect plans, perfect adventures, perfect life. Of course, this never happens. And from experience, I've often experienced incredible, amazing things at the same time that something really difficult is going on in my life. It's just this weird thing that seems to happen. The highs and the lows sometimes happen at the same time. One of the things I have learned, particularly with having adventures, I learned from a fellow named Sam Manicom. You may know Sam. Sam is a super experienced adventurer. He's from Britain, and he just decided one day when he was about 16, I think, that he was going to hop on his bicycle and just go for an adventure. And so he cycled to Europe. Sam, forgive me if that's not quite right. But what I'm trying to convey here is that he has had some amazing adventures. Now he's all about motorbikes, and he has traveled from every corner of the world to every other corner of the world. And he is a lovely, lovely man. We have met him a couple of times at the Adventure Bike Rider Festival in England. If you want to know more about him, he's an author. But the one thing that I learnt from Sam was he spoke about changing your thinking from, uh-oh, things have gone wrong, to, that didn't go as I expected. The words that we say to ourselves are really, really important. It's not, uh-oh, it's gone wrong. Oh no, this isn't supposed to happen. Change it to, that didn't go as I expected. This immediately builds flexibility into your mindset. And flexibility is the one thing that is going to make your adventures easier, less stressful, way more fun. Actually, Mary Knights, who I chatted with in episode 5, this was her hot tip for everyone, is be flexible. Be open to change when you're riding, because it just makes everything easier. And by flexible, I mean, don't be locked into what has to happen that day or that week, if you can. Obviously, some things have to be locked in, but not everything. So the more flexibility you can build into your ride or your adventure, the better. It's just going to make your adventure so much better. How you talk to yourself is really, really important. And this is in general, not just when things have taken a turn that you didn't expect. But I want you to think about noticing what you say to yourself. Things that are negative, like, I'm not experienced enough, my bike's not big enough, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too heavy, I'm too light, I don't know anything mechanical about my bike. All these negative things that you're saying to yourself, my suggestion to you is to flip that and say, I'm experienced enough, I'm capable, I can figure this out. And if you really need a serious dose of a cheerleader, talk to yourself in the third person. I do this sometimes. Instead of saying, I can do this, I say, you can do this, you can do this. So it's like someone else is telling me that I can do it. It's like someone else has faith in me that I can do it. It's not just me. I'm going to add in a little proviso here. And this is, listen to your gut. If your instincts are telling you that that road or that river crossing or that gravel is beyond your skill set right now, listen to your instincts. I'm not saying don't do it. What I'm saying is listen to your instincts. And if your instincts are saying, I think that's beyond my pay grade, so to speak, I think that's beyond my skill level at the moment, listen to that and then make your decision. Are you going to give it a go, or will you find another way through? Always, always listen to your instincts. Your self-talk is all about how you see yourself. And my invitation to you is to shift how you see yourself. For example, if you see yourself as a novice rider, and maybe someone like me who has not ridden a lot solo, at the moment I think, oh gosh, I think I've ridden maybe less than 2,000 kilometers solo. Maybe it's a bit more than that, but it's not a lot, you know. I am not an experienced solo rider. Very experienced pillion, not experienced so much with solo riding. But if you see yourself as a novice, as not knowing what you're doing, if you're starting to fall into that negative self-talk, I invite you to shift how you see yourself and see yourself as someone who has adventures. Even if they're small adventures to start with, even if they're short rides at the moment. The fact is you are out there, you are doing it. You are not sitting at home on the couch watching TV. You are out there trying new things, practicing, getting your skills better, having adventures, having day rides. See yourself as someone who has adventures, even if they're small adventures at the moment, because they will get bigger and bigger. You are an adventurer. It's so important to think about how you see yourself and not how other people see you or what they might be saying about you. That doesn't matter. It's really not important. It's really not important. As part of our developing our adventuring mindset, preparation is always good. I'm a big believer in preparation. So if you are trying something that is a bit new, a bit bigger, unfamiliar to you, maybe you're riding somewhere that you've never been before, maybe you're riding on gravel for the first time, whatever it is, preparation will be your friend. So have a think about what you can do beforehand to minimize the chance of things not going to plan. And what I'm talking about here is maybe you want to think of doing some extra training, some more advanced training to uplevel your skills in certain areas. Maybe you want to upskill with your cornering or your braking or riding on gravel or tracks. Like dirt tracks. Or maybe you want to do some track work. Maybe you want to learn how to go really fast on a track. Maybe consider some extra training to help you prepare. YouTube, oh my gosh, YouTube has so many videos that will help you learn how to do something new. You might want to learn how to pick up your bike or how to lube your chain or whatever it is that you want to learn. YouTube, I am sure, will have a dozen videos for you to help you learn that. Even if it's just a theoretical learning, and then you get out there and actually practice doing it. The other thing that you can do to prepare is ask for advice from our amazing, amazing community. People are so generous with their tips and advice and experiences and knowledge, and sometimes even help in person. Our community is so amazing. So reach out, ask questions, ask me. If I can help you, I will be so happy to help you. If you've got a question about anything and you think, Bridget might be able to help me with this, I would love to help you if I can. Send me a message, send me an email, reach out, let me know. I'm happy to help. So preparation's good. And if something happens, or even when something happens that you don't expect, the first thing to remember to do is breathe. Just breathe. Sometimes when we're feeling really stressed or anxious or tense, we forget to breathe. Take a nice deep, deep breath. That will help your anxiety settle a bit. It'll help you think a bit more clearly. It'll help you step back. And instead of panicking or worrying or being anxious, you can be curious about the situation. This is really important. Be curious. Give yourself a moment to decide what to do next. Be curious. What happened there? What could I have done differently? What do I need to do next? Be curious. You know, sometimes when we are on an adventure and something does not go to plan, particularly if it's a bit difficult, I don't know, if we get stuck somewhere or, we drop the bike or the conditions are really terrible and we're very uncomfortable. There was a time in Romania, oh my gosh, in Romania we rode Transfăgărășan, which is one of the famous highways that people love to ride. It's an amazing road, but the time that we were riding it, it happened to snow overnight. There was a huge dumping of snow on this mountain, and we're like, ooh, okay, let's give it a go, see how we go. And it was all fine until we got towards the top of the mountain, and then there was sort of snow on the road, there was slush on the road, there was ice on the road. And when something like that happens, I say to Alan, this is not fun, but it will make a good story when we get home. So, so there's always a silver lining when things don't go to plan. You'll have a good story for when you get home. At the end of the day, you can do this. I believe in you. Just have me sitting on your shoulder when you're trying something new. I'm here. I believe in you. You can do it. You can do it. An adventure mindset is everything, I believe, for adventures and for life. We're always going to have things in front of us that feel a bit scary, a bit overwhelming, a bit hard, but we really want to do it. And so if we have this mindset that, okay, I can prepare, if something doesn't go to plan, that's okay, I can figure it out, then that experience will be so much better. We will have so much more confidence in ourselves. You can do this. I believe in you. I hope this has helped you. I hope this has given you a little more confidence. And if you have enjoyed this episode, I'd love it if you give me a review. I would love it if you shared with a writing buddy who would also enjoy this episode. Please hit that subscribe button. And of course, if you have any questions, anything that you need help with, please reach out to me. Send me an email, send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. And I will see you next week.